Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Couple That Carpools, where we, Jesse and Veronica, talk about random stuff on our drive to and from work.
And today we're going to talk about, well, we touched on the first episode, last episode, how we met. Like, I grew up in the country, she grew up in the city. How did those two worlds collide?
Really, really funny. You'd never guess where we met. Las Vegas. So what happens in Vegas doesn't always necessarily stay in Vegas, because I brought a husband home.
So at the time, we were both living in Southern California. I was in Hermosa Beach and she was in Long Beach. But we were both in Las Vegas on a coinciding weekend. What were you there for?
My girlfriends and I, we would go like every couple weekends, to be honest, just to kind of have fun and get out of the college campus. So we were there just for fun.
And I was there to celebrate my oldest sister's 29th birthday, her last birthday before she turned 30. So it's just me and my two older sisters together in Las Vegas.
Yeah. And we were at, I mean, if you're Vegas goers, you're going to know this place. It's called the Carnival Court. It's an outside bar. It's a court. It's like a circle bar, and they do like
live bands.
Yeah, live bands and flaring. Flaring with the alcohol bottles.
Bars. It's right at the base of entrance to Harrah's.
Yeah.
So
it's a fun spot. If you've never been, you should definitely check it out. It's one of our favorite places to stop at when we're in Vegas.
So it was actually my last day there with my sisters, and we were walking over to the Bellagio, and they wanted to go, my sisters wanted to go see the chocolate fountains or something like that, and I didn't really care about that, so I was like, I'm just going to go to the bar.
You like chocolate?
Yeah, but that's not interesting.
You are in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, it's my last day in Vegas, kind of want to get rowdy, so I pull into this bar, and I'm just hanging out, chilling, and
by himself.
Yeah, of course.
And I was with my girlfriends. There was like 5 girls, and I looked over, and I felt bad for this guy that was sitting at the bar by himself. I mean, like, if you know me,
No.
I'm a bleeding heart. So
I wasn't by myself, though. There was another guy that I had made friends with.
Okay, but
he was friends with someone at your party, I think.
But you were by yourself.
I was by myself,
yeah.
But not all.
Okay, well, I felt sad for him because we were having so much fun, and I'm like, you know what? The more the merrier. I'm all about harmony. So I invited him to kind of like hang out with us.
And yeah, I don't remember much at this point. Well, and keep in mind, this was actually only like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we had been drinking. We had a few drinks, right?
But I mean, that's what you do in Vegas at that point.
Yeah,
during the day. And
that's fun.
at that age, so this is like right. She's still in college, and I'm right out of college. So you're at that age.
We're still partying. So we kind of started talking. The whole group started talking, and my girlfriend was actually kind of talking to him a little bit more, and I was just like happy that everybody was happy. And then after a little while, I don't know how we broke off and were talking, and he told me a little bit about his life and what he did, and what he said was he made ski movies. So to me, I'm like,
I did say that, but I also think I said something else.
Yeah, you did. So I like wanted more information. Like, oh my God, you make movies. That's so cool. Being from Southern California, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm all about that life. Like, it's fun and it's exciting. And I'm like, ooh, maybe he's a star. Maybe he's famous. So then I started asking more questions, and he said his name. Mind you, what is your name?
Jesse Lassiter.
He told me his name was Jesse Lassatiere. So, I mean, they're the ding, 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 all these things in my head. Like, oh my God, this guy is like famous. His name alone sounds freaking famous.
And it wasn't like, at least I don't consciously think that was like a pickup line or anything. I think I was just being goofy.
Yeah, well, it got me. So I started asking him more questions, and we were talking, and he told me about where he grew up. And being from Southern California, I mean, like, I always knew I would move away. I didn't know where, I didn't know why, I didn't know with who. I just knew that, like, there was more out there for me. So when he told me he was from this, like, small small town in Colorado, raised on a sheep ranch. I'm like, oh my God, this is the life that I want. Like, that is amazing. And he was so kind and so respectful, which again, I haven't experienced that a lot in my dating, my time of dating. Like, guys can be really mean and rude and inconsiderate, and chivalry was like non-existent, but he was so kind. And so I was just talking to him, asking him questions, and you know, that day I told him, I'm gonna marry you, we're gonna get married, and I'm gonna move to Colorado, and I'm gonna live like I want that life. That's what I said, something along those lines. But I remember saying, we're gonna get married, which, who says that for freaking hour you meet somebody? Crazy. So anyway, I mean,
yeah, so it was
we exchanged numbers, didn't see each other again.
Well, we had plans to meet up that night. Her friend actually and I had exchanged numbers to keep in contact, and the plan was to go to this club. I don't think it's there anymore. It's called Pure. And Pure, I went there and waited and like hung out.
It took us forever to get ready. I mean, come on, we're a bunch of girls in college. Like, that was the funnest part of going out, was getting ready. We weren't thinking about the guy that we met earlier today.
Yeah.
So we totally missed each other.
I left.
Yeah, and
as I was walking out, I remember like seeing them walk in, and I was just tired. It was like 1 a.m. I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed over it.
Yeah, so that was it.
We didn't talk after that
for months. I think it was like 3 months later. I was driving randomly, and he popped in my head, and I had his number in my phone, and I remember the exact spot I was driving in Chino Hills when I called him, and I was leaving him a message, and I just kind of said like, hey, this is Veronica, I don't know if you remember me, but we met in Vegas, blah, blah, blah. Give me a call if you want. And I didn't expect a call back, but he called me, and we went on a few dates after that, and
rest is history, as they say.
Rest is history. So that's our story of how we met, and I think it's kind of funny, because not everybody can say they met their husband in Vegas.
Yeah.
But I think we're pretty lucky. We won the jackpot that day in Vegas. That's
which doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Happen often. So we kind of want to hear from you guys. If you guys have some interesting stories on how you guys met, whether it's a little bit.
Did you meet online?
Yeah.
Did you meet in the store?
Did you meet at a bar?
Did you meet at a bar? Are we alone here? I know we're not. Anyway.
Give us some funny stories.
Yeah, share your stories with us. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Couple That Carpools, because we drive together to work.
Thanks, guys.
Every single day.